Hi there, everybody, and welcome to the Chris Lazar Show here today. It's been kind of this is going to be a very spontaneous sort of day. I don't have any notes. Usually I don't. Usually, actually, I do have notes. All right, let's not just think that Chris comes out here unprepared, all right? I should have shown you the notes I had last week, actually, for the home run derby segment that we did. But today, I wanted to come out here and not take up too much of your time today. It's going to be a really short show. But God bless Jordan Spieth. He did it. In addition to baseball, I love golf. And although I did not watch Jordan Spieth today, he played really well. Except for that front nine. He played actually really. Here, we can take a look here. In the last round, so today, the front nine, he had, what is this here? 4 bogeys in that front nine, almost matching his total the first 3 rounds. Actually, it did. It matched his total the first 3 rounds, and he did that in 9. In the front 9. And then the back 9, it all changed after number 13, and he goes birdie, eagle, birdie, and then he pars the last hole to win. You want to talk about finishing. I mean, dude, look, bogey. He started off the front 9. Bogey, par, bogey, birdie, par, bogey, par, bogey. I mean, this dude finished. There's a reason he won. I think I had a small hand in that because I wore Under Armour polos 3 times this week. I was really channeling. He was channeling it from me. But I don't wear the same Under Armour shit that Jordan got. Jordan, you see the shit he wears? He's got the $100 pants, because Under Armour makes pants that are even more expensive than like the ones you can buy at like Dick's or Kohl's. You think those are expensive? You think the $80 Under Armour pants are expensive? You can buy fucking $120 Under Armour pants. That's the ones that he's wearing. I can't really get on that level. I can't do it. The jacket he has costs, I guarantee you, like $100, $120, $150. That like thread bone or whatever jacket. It's got like puffy. Looks like he's ready to jump out of a jet. It's got like that like pattern to it. But God bless him though. God bless him. You want some more golf stats? I'm just on the Open Championships website. You want some more stats? 72% greens hit in regulation. Who knows? I mean, I'm not trying to sit out here and give you guys stats. 36% of fairways hit. How about that? I'm not trying to give that to you guys, though. I'm not trying to do that. Rory, I'm just looking at the website right now, and Rory McIlroy actually popped up. He actually had a quiet little day. And they're saying a moral victory. Well, okay. But he did play pretty decent. Rounding out the other top finishers, Kuchar finished right behind Spieth at -9. Haotong Li from China finishes 3rd at -6. This dude shot a 63 today. Incredible. They don't even have footage on him. I don't even know if he's real. Who is this guy? And then Rory McIlroy tied for 4th at -5. Shot a 67 today. Um, 71 in the first round, 68, a 69, and then a 67. He almost hit for the cycle there. He almost got the straight flush. Cabrera Bello, I've actually heard of this guy. Matthew Southgate, Mark Lishman, Alex Noren, I've heard of him. Brandon Grace, I heard a lot about him. I think he's this like young kid. Brooks Koepka, the U.S. Open winner. Right there as well. Man, he shot a 65 in the first round. Wow. He was right there, but then he shot a 72 second round, 68, and then a 71, but still. What is it about golf with the guys who win the majors? It always seems like they have an advantage the next major that comes around in that same season. Like after winning the U.S. Open, it's almost like you're playing that video game and you get like the like thing that you get to like up your attributes. You know what I'm talking about? You get to like up like any two attributes like +2. And then you're sitting there wondering like, should I go for defense or should I just make them really, really strong in attack? It's like in Pokemon when you had like that rare candy or whatever, or like X attack or whatever. You can like increase your attack a ton. Like, should I up this Pokemon's level or should I go for this one? I don't know. Should I make my Snorlax really strong? But he's not going to be that fast. But that's when I put a Quick Claw on him, and then he can attack first. No, that's too deep in the weeds for you guys. I just feel like anytime you win a major, the next major that comes around, like you're like primed and ready to go. You're like always guaranteed to like make the cut into the final day. I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong about that. We'll look that up for y'all next time. But yeah, that concludes the Open Championship. To be honest, I did not really watch this one a whole lot. I did a little bit. The Open Championship is really weird because of the fact that it's held in the England and UK. And the time zone difference is so drastic. Like this championship was finished at like it was probably like noon or 1. By around that time, this thing was done. Eastern Standard Time, of course, here in the U.S. That's weird. I'm always so used to like finishing dinner, turning on the TV, watching like the last 3 holes of the Masters or like the last few holes of the U.S. Open, but yeah, like not this one. Not this one. And the fact that the Open Championship switches courses every year. So like one of them could be easier than the others. Like that's kind of, well, you know what? I shouldn't say that because the U.S. Open, they do the same exact thing. Right, it changes courses so okay, that's my fault. The Masters doesn't, but anyway, congrats to Jordan Spieth. God bless him. One of my favorites golfers. Gotta love Under Armour. Under Armour's on a tear. They got Steph Curry winning NBA championships. They got Jordan Spieth winning golf championships. Is Under Armour in hockey yet? We need to get them in hockey next. They're just all over the place now. I swear to God, I'm turning around. I'm finding like Under Armour, like I'm finding like Under Armour sunglasses now. I'm finding like Under Armour, like the football, like the actual football is now Under Armour, which is understandable because Nike's got a football. Under Armour like bikes next. Who knows? Who knows where they'll go? But congrats to Jordan Spieth. Really, really put on a show, and really happy for him. Young kid, about my age. God bless him. Anyway, as far as baseball goes, guys, last thing I think I'll talk about today is the baseball season, which is going. It's going. I don't really know. Since the last time we talked, these standings have remained the same. Almost like ever since I started the podcast. In the AL, you got Boston leading over the Yankees by 3.5 games. You got in the Central, Cleveland's leading by 1.5 games. Tigers are in fourth, 6.5 games back. Not that's significant. 6.5 is significant, but you know what? I feel like you get to 4 or 3 games back, you're still in it. You're very much so still in it. Tigers, they keep it at 6, but if they can get to 4-3, hey, and shoot for that wild card. Why not? You're 6 games back for that wild card. I mean, nothing's going to happen, though. Nothing's going to happen. Okay, let's move on to the West. The West, Houston, leading over Seattle, 17 games. Holy shit. It's kind of been that way the entire season. Pretty much Houston just started the season plus 17 in this division. That's just how it started. That's crazy. And they have the hardest number of simple rating. The number of runs per game, they are better or worse than the average team. They are 1.7 runs better than the than the average team. That's nuts. That's the best in the league. In the NL, nothing has really changed so far. Washington, Los Angeles running away with the divisions, both by 10 games. But in the Central, after I spent an entire not an entire episode, but I was ranting and raving about Milwaukee. And look at them. They're only 1 game up now. They're only 1 game up on the Cubs. They're going to end up losing this. How are they 1 game up? Milwaukee is 53-47. Chicago is 50-46. That makes no sense. What the? How are you 3 games ahead in the win column, and you're still? What are we getting in the magic numbers now? What's going on? Somebody look that up, please. Is it just Baseball References fucking up right now? Anyway, the wild cards for the AL. For the AL, Yankees and the Rays are right there in the wild card lead. I actually wore a Yankee hat today. I felt sick to my stomach. I actually always wear. I like to wear the Yankee hat whenever I'm like walking around outside. I do. In the NL, Arizona, Colorado, both in the NL West. That's the crazy thing about it. And then in the AL, you got 3 teams might make the playoffs from that division. Oh my gosh. And then in the NL, same thing. Arizona, Colorado. Then you got the Cubs that are 5.5 games back. And then everybody else, pretty much. That's what it is in baseball right now. I really feel like, I mean, honestly, the teams are set at this point, except for the Centrals. Who knows? Kansas City only 1.5 games back behind Cleveland. Cubs 1 game back behind Milwaukee, but everywhere else, I think it's set, man. I really do. I can't see, a Seattle making the playoffs. I can't see the AL Central getting 2 teams into the playoffs. Excuse me. I just can't see it. Oh, and if you guys wanted to know, the AL is leading the NL in interleague play, which is astounding, actually, because... Okay, why? Baseball Reference, you are... I don't know why you're doing this, Baseball Reference. You're so weird. I love Baseball Reference, though. It's just these standings. I gotta show you a picture of this. I don't know why the wild card standings for the AL are so huge. And oh, is that because the Giants and the Padres are they're just out. Same thing with the Reds. We're not even gonna show them. Okay, maybe that makes sense. You gotta make it to 43 wins to get shown up on the wild card standings. We're not just going to put your name out there just because you're in the MLB. 38-61, the Giants. Makes sense because it's an odd year. They're not going to win it this year. It's an odd year. But next year they'll make the World Series. Probably fucking win it. Who knows? That's what's happening in baseball, guys. Like I said, this episode was going to be really short. I wanted to save you guys from my hour-long episodes. But there's not too much right now that I got to do a little more research on the Tigers and see if this JD Martinez trade is going to work out for them. I don't know. They got 30 prospects, 2 shortstops. I feel like we have so many fucking shortstops. We got Iglesias. We got Romine. We got 2 shortstops. We had 2 shortstops batting last night against the Twins. And then we just picked up 2 more for our minor leagues. How about we get some pitching? How about that? Why do we have Bruce Rondon playing with a 7 ERA right after he gets done getting injured and shit? Like, he's going to get out there, he's going to throw 99, load the bases. I don't think he loaded the bases last night. Actually, he got a strikeout last night. I actually don't think he gave up anything last night, which is a first. But yeah, dude, it's to the point with the Tigers that we're starting to get players on our team that I have no clue who. I had no clue who Alex Presley was. He was our best player. Actually, he wasn't our best player last night. But he did go like 2 for 5, 3 for 5 last night. I had no idea who this guy was. This fucking journeyman coming through the MLB. Been in the league since 2010. No, the real star of last night was Justin Upton. And I remember when he first started with the Tigers, there was a lot of hate for Justin Upton. But he has really come along well. This dude, man, I gotta pull up some of his stats because he's actually not that bad. I think he just kind of adjusted a little bit to the AL because dude came from the NL where he played most of his career. You gotta remember that. Comes in with Detroit last year and he hit 31 home runs. He tied his career best in 2011. I mean, that's pretty good. This year he's got 16 home runs. He hit 1 last night to keep us in the game. I mean, yes, okay. His average, 269 average over his career it's not great. But this year he's hitting 277, 365 on base. I wish he had more speed. I really do. That makes no sense. Doesn't his brother BJ Upton? BJ Upton's got speed, but Justin doesn't. But Justin, maybe it's because Justin took the power. He got the power, but BJ got the speed. I'm pretty sure BJ Upton. I'm pretty sure BJ Upton's got speed. Here, we're looking it up right now. Yep, okay. He 3 straight years of 40 stolen bases. Oh, and he could hit home run. He hit 23, 28 in 2011 and 2012. 24 in 07. Where is he now? Oh, he's with Toronto now. His name's Melvin? I never knew that. I actually never knew that. And anyway, Tigers, we'll see what they do, man. We'll see what they do, but that's it for me, guys. That's all I want to say. Thank you very much for paying attention. Hopefully coming up I get another interview for you guys. Don't like hearing just me talking. It can get kind of boring. I'm actually almost falling asleep myself, especially because I'm in a reclining whatever office chair. But anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around. We'll talk. We'll talk next week. Thanks again, guys. Chris Lazar Show. Tie it up.